Another round of applause, please, for Paul Miller. I tell you, Paul, nowhere else will you get a welcome like that than on Blockbusters. Okay, yes, very mildly he accepts it, and rightly so too. Paul Miller from Parmenter School, Garston, in Hertfordshire. Very near Watford, isn't it? Just up the road a bit. Okay, well, next to you sit Vicky and Alex. It's Vicky Fitzsimmons and Alex Dale from the North Bolton Sixth Form College. They are our current champions. They haven't been champions for long. In fact, such a short time that neither of them has taken a gold run yet, which is what we intend doing now, this very moment. What we don't know is which one of you is going on to the hotspot. Is it going to be Vic? It's Alex. Yes, okay, Alex. Don't move just yet, of course. You look across there because we're going to give you that view. And already in the show, we're going to say, with great meaning, Alex, put yourself on the hotspot, please. Nothing like being hurled onto the hotspot right at the top of the show, is there, Alex? So take it easy as you go across. You haven't done it at all yet, so as I say, take it easy. Get across within the minute. Tell us first where you want to start. On the left, please.
PS.
Seating for the player of a baby grand.
Piano stool.
That's right.
DAD.
List of positive and negative rules.
ITDH.
Disgraced, like Fido or Rover.
In the doghouse.
That's right.
PL.
Final words which make the point of the joke.
Punchline.
That's it.
PM.
Latin name for an autopsy.
Postmortem.
That's it.
CV.
Software maliciously introduced into a program to destroy data.
Something virus?
Yes?
Corruptive?
No. Program?
Computer virus.
That's it, and that's Blockbusters. Well done. Well, very good indeed. Only one did you skip on. You got there, and here's your first gold run prize. Take a look at this.
Whatever music you're searching for, this portable CD player is the system for you. If you like house music, the speakers are semi-detachable. If you like melody, there's 4 bands on your tuner. And if it's classical that turns you on, there's a handle to carry it off with. And it's quite at home on the bus. In fact, it's a double-decker itself.
Well done. Great. Okay, Alex? Pleased about that?
Yes, sir.
Very good. I know you want to go and sit down, so do that and give him a clap while he does so. Thanks very much indeed. Well, that's a way to start. Eventful sort of show this is going to be. Oh, the one he missed on, list of positive and negative rules, do's and don'ts. It was as simple as that, but it didn't matter, did it? Now he's sitting down, and Paul has already got his finger near the button, so Vicky and Alex do the same as we change the board over and prepare to play the first game in a set. Could be 2, could be 3. That's up to them. I can see L flashing, so let's play Blockbusters. And here we go with the first question. Good luck, everybody. Settle in. What L are the animals for which Longleat Safari Park is famous? That's Vicky.
Lions.
The lions of Longleat. Correct. Well done. Right, a blue in the middle at the top, and Vicky has the privilege of the first choice.
H, please.
Right. What H is the deliberate use of exaggeration for effect and emphasis? Vicky?
Hypothetical.
No, Paul. What H is the deliberate use of exaggeration for effect and emphasis?
No idea.
Well, I'll tell you what, she was halfway there with hyper. It's hyperbole. Hyperbole. Spelt hyperbole. But you didn't get it, so here's another. What H is the generic term for all the electronics and mechanical parts of a computer? Yes, Vicky?
Hardware.
Yes, hardware. Good. Right, 2 blues firmly planted on the board. Vicky looks at the board to decide which one. Alex tells her to go for a
D, please.
A D. Oh, right, join them together. What D is part of the threshold or a thick slice of bread? Yes, Alex?
Doorstep.
Doorstep is right. Good. Alex, what's next?
M, please.
Okay. What M is the word used in Spanish and English to mean aggressively masculine or vigorously... Yes, Alex?
Macho.
Macho is right. Machismo or macho. Now, much to Paul's astonishment, and it wasn't disbelief exactly, but it was definite concern, they've got across there with a flashing blue light. Now's the time to strike, Paul, and impress everybody, okay? Alex, what do you want?
C, please.
C. So, for all 3 of you, here it is. What C is the name for the French shops which sell cold meats especially pork and other pig products? Yes, Paul.
Charcuterie.
It's exactly what's on the card. Well done. OK, Paul, we're impressed.
I'll have an E, please,
You'll
Bob.
have an E, right. What E was the country known as the United Arab Republic from 1958 to 1971? Not all that difficult. It's down that way. Egypt. Egypt it is. What E was the number of the Apollo mission which first put man... Yes, Paul.
8.
No, it's not. Vicky and Alex, what E was the number of the Apollo mission which first put man on the moon in July 1969? Yes, Alex.
11.
11 is the one. Apollo 11, correct. Well, you've disjointed the Blues, I'll say that, Paul. They've got to work a bit to get round you there. And where are you going next?
F, please.
Going F. I see. I think, yes. What F are the insects whose larvae produce blobs of froth called cuckoo spit on the plants they live on? Yes, Paul.
Flies.
Nope. Vicky and Alex, what F are the insects whose larvae produce blobs of froth called cuckoo spit on the plants they live on? In case you often wonder what they are, they're frog hoppers. Yeah. Right, what F sounds like poultry, but is a violation of the rules in some sports? Yes, Paul.
Foul.
Foul is right. Good. And a very useful white on the board now. Now, where do you want to go for another one?
Can I have the P, please?
The P, to join them together if you can. What P was the surname of Christabel, Sylvia, and Emmeline? Three. Yes, Vicky?
Pankhurst.
Yes, Pankhurst, of course. Famous names in the suffragette movement, of course. Now, all those blues and 2 whites. Where next, Vicky?
Can I have the R, please?
The R on the left to try and link around that particular white. Of what R was Henry VII, the Earl, and the title by which he was known before he became king? Yes, Paul.
Rochester.
Not Rochester. Vicky and Alex, here's one. Of what R was Henry VII, the Earl, and the title by which he was known before he became king? Yes, Alex.
Rochdale.
No, it's good to guess. Earl of Richmond. Richmond, you had to come a long way south for that. Now, what R is another name for a spit, especially one inside an oven? Paul?
A roast.
No. Vicky and Alex, what R is another name for a spit, especially one inside an oven? Yes, Alex?
Rotisserie?
Yes, that's right. Rotisserie, it is. Well done. Extraordinary number of spit questions coming into this programme so far. We'll try and avoid them from now on. Now we've got a flashing blue light again. Not the first time. Alex?
I, please.
Aye, aye. Here we go. Everybody, all 3 of you. What I is the word for a raging conflagration derived from the Latin word for hell? Paul?
Inferno.
That's the word. Inferno. You've done it again. And now, suddenly, we have a flashing white light, which is good news for Paul. Where do you want to go, says he?
I'll have the O, please.
You'll have the O? Right. Now, for all 3 of you. What O was the surname of the Ugandan leader overthrown by Idi Amin and reinstated in 1980 as president after democratic elections? Memories are not what they were, you know. Milton Obote. I wonder if you remembered there at home. Obote. What O is the Latin word for all used in a script? Yes, Alex?
Omnes.
Yes, that's right. Omnes is right. When it's used in a script to mean everyone joins in. And at that, the flashing light changes colour, and it's a blue. And now it's up to Paul to fight to stop them this time. Got to ask you, Alex.
S, please.
An S. Here it is. What S describes a match which has been used? Alex.
Spent.
Spent is the word, and that gives us Blockbusters. Right, well, that was quite a game one way and another. First way one way, then the other, and it ended up, funnily enough, with Paul with 15 pounds and Vicky and Alex with 115 pounds. But they have been here slightly longer than Paul. A very good recovery on both sides and a good battle. Got to the end, we've got to play game 2. We've only just met Paul. I know he would like to be a DJ or something one day. I don't know. Are you going to really, you could, of course, set up a DJ system and go touring around the country. Do you want to do that?
I'd like to be, but too much money.
Well, yes, it is a fairly expensive one. So what are you going to do, Paul? Any idea?
I want to go into university to study media and then
Oh, media.
hopefully get into TV. Or,
Journalism, perhaps?
yeah.
We look forward to seeing you read the news, Paul. Okay. Here we go now, second game coming up. It's W flashing, and that's the letter we start with. Good luck, all three of you. What W? Another generic word question. What W is the generic word for long-legged birds which live by... Yes, Alex?
Waders.
Live by water and feed on fish. It is waders. All righty. Now, from there, where?
K, please.
K on the left. What K is a common Irish surname, often used as a girl's Christian name? Paul.
Keeley.
No, Vicky and Alex. What K is a common Irish surname, often used as a girl's Christian name? Yes, Alex?
Kelly.
Kelly. That's really what he meant, I think. You've got it. It's blue. I know what it means by slip of the tongue, Paul. Don't worry. Alex, what next?
A, please.
A. What A is the country in which Ayrton Senna occupied pole position for the 60th time? Yes, Paul?
Austria.
Not Austria, no. Vicky and Alex, what A is the country in which Ayrton Senna occupied pole position for the 60th time in the Grand Prix held on November the 3rd, 1991? Yes, Vicky?
Australia.
It's worth trying, isn't it? Australia is the right answer. Correct. You're having some rotten luck, Paul, aren't you? I mean, some of those guesses that people make come off every time. Just not your day yet, but it could be after this. Let's see what happens. Which one?
Can I have an R, please?
An R. Right. We'll go for this R, then we'll take a break. That's what the bell denotes. And then we'll see what happens after that. But first of all, tell me what R describes the 3 left over in the remainder when you divide 100 by 3. Yes, Alex?
Recurring.
That's the word. It's a recurring 3. Correct. And we have a recurring flashing blue light at the moment. Now, a tense moment for Paul, and we're going to keep him waiting a moment because we're taking a break for a couple of minutes. But don't go away. See what happens after that. Okay? See you then. Never have we had so much support here in the studio. Welcome back to you as well. Nice to know you're with us. As we continue with this particular game, which was rudely interrupted a moment ago, we go across to the double team who are going to pick the next letter, please. Yes?
D, please.
Okay, Alex, it's got to be the D, and here it comes. So stand by, Paul. Search yourself as you've done in the past. What D was won by Alan Munro riding Generous in 19... Yes, Paul?
The Derby.
Yes, it is the Derby. That was in 1991, in case you wondered. Right, Paul doesn't care about that. He's looking at the board to pick another letter.
Can I have the U,
The
please,
U.
Bob?
We rather suspected you might. What U is the country on the same latitude as Borneo and Brazil and the same longitude as Russia and Turkey? Yes, Paul.
Uruguay.
No, it's not. Vicky and Alex, do you know what U is the country on the same latitude as Borneo and Brazil and the same longitude as Russia and Turkey? Hands up if you do. Vicky?
Uganda.
Worth guessing, Vicky, wasn't it? It's not a joking matter. It's absolutely right. Well done. Vicky thought that was hysterically funny, but she got it right nonetheless. There is still, I must say, a danger, Paul, and I've got to remind Alex of that, and Vicky. Yes?
I, please.
You're the I. Right, here we go. What I is a former capital city with suburbs in Europe and Asia straddling the Bosphorus? Istanbul. Constantinople. What I is the person who supervises candidates during an exam? Yes, Paul?
Invigilator.
That's the word. It's invigilator. Correct. It may seem just a little thing to get one space, but it's put them in a position where they've got to get right round you, and that's good for you. What next?
Can I have an E, please, Bob?
An E, from the top right. What E has the shape of an ellipsoid in that its equatorial diameter is greater than its polar diameter? Yes, Paul?
Egg.
No. Vicky and Alex, what E has the shape of an ellipsoid in that its equatorial diameter is greater than its polar diameter? Yes, Alex.
The Earth.
The Earth is the answer. Correct. Right, that plant's a blue up there. Now where are you going, Alex?
L, please.
L, I see. Oh, crumbs, crafty bit, yes. What L goes before father and before son to mean the child is a chip off the old block? Yes, Paul?
Like.
Like father, like son. Well answered. Right. Okay, now, I'm interested. Where are you going next?
T, please, Bob.
Okay. T. Right, dangerous one, this. What T is the surname of the television threesome who live at 368 Nelson Mandela House, Dockside Estate? Yes, Alex?
Trotter.
Trotter, Del, Rodney and Uncle Albert. Well, he had to do it, really, didn't he? Now he's got to try and stop it. Right, the flashing blue light. And Alex?
P, please.
A P. Here we go, Paul. See if you can stop this. What pea is the shell in which peas, beans and lentils? Yes, Paul?
Pod.
It's the pod. You've got it again. Now. Okay, okay, Paul. I know you're going limp, but try and recover. Yes?
Have the N, please, Bob.
An N, right. Okay. What N is to boreal as south is to austral? Yes, Paul?
North.
North is the right answer. Right, thank you very much. Good grief. Somebody's popular around here. I can't think who it is. Well, that's an amazing game. It was very, very well played indeed. A real needle match, and it kept us guessing right to the very end. Well done, all three of you. It was terrific. Now, it suddenly realized by Vicky and Alex they've got a battle on their hands because we've got a deciding game to play. Just to fill in the spaces, so to speak, £40 has Paul already. That's how well he's been playing. £150 have Vicky and Alex. The same applies to them. They're going for their second gold run. Paul's going for his first. It's a decider, so let's get on, shall we? Let's play Blockbusters. I don't think we can stand this. Now then, it's an A. What A, used in the singular, is money paid up front, or used in the plural, means personal overtures to gain somebody's friendship? Alex.
Advances.
That's right. Advance or advances. Absolutely right. It's difficult to know whether to use the singular or the plural in the answer, but you did right, and it's one of the two alternatives, and you've got the choice.
F, please.
F. Okay. Hello, I've seen this play before. What F is the main unit of currency in Hungary? Nope, not an easy one. A forint. F-O-R-I-N-T. Forint. What F is the port at the end of the M20 which has a ferry and hover... Yes, Paul?
Folkestone.
Folkestone is correct. Well done. Right, so after all the battling in the preliminary games, they're equal so far. Now, Paul.
I'll take another E, please, Bob.
We'll take another E at the top left. In what E is the ulnar nerve a body tissue which creates a funny tingling sensation when... Yes, Paul?
Elbow.
It's in the elbow, the funny bone, of course. Right, now, Vicky and Alex are up against it. 2 whites to a blue. Paul's choice.
V, please,
A
Bob.
V. All three of you now. What V is the name of Margaret's crotchety husband in television's One Foot in the Grave? Yes, Alex.
Victor.
That's it, Victor. Victor and Margaret Meldrew. Good, that's 2 of each colour. Yes, Alex.
W, please.
A W. Over on the right. Of what W does a plutocrat have a large amount? Yes, Alex?
Wealth.
Wealth is the right answer. Good. Now we're zipping all over the board, and Alex has got the next choice.
L, please.
The L... What L describes Daisy for the name of an embroidery stitch and Susan for a revolving tray containing condiments? Yes, Alex.
Lazy.
Sorry?
Lazy.
You're absolutely right. Yes, lazy. Well done. Good one. It's a lazy Daisy stitch. Do you know what the other one is, though, the revolving tray?
Lazy Susan.
Yes, lazy Susan. Yes. Oh, that's... I'm very impressed. Right. Have another letter.
T, please.
T. Now, all of you, what T was the number of states which originally signed the Declaration of Independence in 17... Yes, Paul. Oh, could have guessed one. Vicky and Alex, one of you know. What T was the number of states which originally signed the Declaration of Independence in 1776? Yes, Alex.
12?
13. Hard luck. One out. Hence the 13 stripes on the American flag. What T was the surname of Switzerland's best-known archer? Paul?
Tell.
William Tell. Terrific. With or without the apple? Well done. And you've got the next choice of letter.
I have the O, please, Bob.
You want the O. To what O was Thomas de Quincey addicted? A period of his life studied in his first and most famous book. Yes, Alex?
Opium?
It's worth it, isn't it? Opium's right. Yes, well done. The book being Confessions of an English Opium Eater. Right. Now, onto the board again, please. A little argument ensuing here. Vicky asserting herself.
No, we can go.
Alex arguing.
Yes, we are.
Go on, go on.
C, please.
C. Let's see. What C are made up of overlapping scales and are the reproductive bodies of pine and... Yes, Alex?
Cones.
Cones is right. Fir cones, correct. He nearly forgot it, didn't he? He pressed the button and it went blank. Right, you've got a flashing blue light. Now, Paul, we've seen you do it before. Let's see if you can do it again. And first of all, Alex, what letter do you want?
N, please.
Well, the N. What N was the person to whom the letters were addressed in the book by Burley Doherty, which won the Carnegie Medal for Children's Literature in 1992? Long question with a simple answer, nobody. The book was Dear Nobody. What N is the region of France in which Bayeux, Deauville, Dieppe and Cherbourg? Yes, Vicky.
North.
No. Paul. What N is the region of France in which Bayeux, Deauville, Dieppe and Cherbourg are situated?
Normandy.
Normandy's right. You've done it. Yes, well done. Right. Next letter, please.
G, please, Bob.
A rueful G. Right. Let's see what happens with this. What G was the country from which Lord Elgin took a group of 5th century sculptures known as the Elgin Marbles? Yes, Alex?
Greece.
It had to be Greece. Right, that's a blue. Once decorating the Parthenon, now a subject of controversy, of course, in the British Museum. Now, what a game it is. 1, 2, 3, there are only, what, 7, 8, 9 letters left. And that's what you're going to see at the beginning of the next show. Yes, I'm sorry, I know, it's the way it is. But this will be resolved within minutes of the beginning of the next edition of Blockbusters. Join us then, okay? Goodbye now.